After seeing this video that I'm about to show y'all in a second, I came to one conclusion. Black men and black women, we need to get this shit together. Let's do it.
Yeah, hey, this is what Papa Duck, y'all already know, my nigga. Shape on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex, stop bullshit.
Because we actually want our own black man. We need him back in our homes, and we want to have one. We're just living in a culture where they're trying to convince us that not only do we not need a man, but there are some other options to having one. And those options mainly are celibacy or lesbianism.
There's an old saying that says, charity begins at home and spreads abroad. And
Absolutely.
In your book, you say that we are not bringing up our daughters and our sons in a correct manner to respect their fathers.
No, we're not. Unfortunately, as I say, since money has been used as the measure, many times if a black man does not have money to give us, we won't even let him see his children. We won't let him spend any time with it because he does not give us whatever the child support is. And I'm not saying that we don't need money to raise a child, but I try to explain to black women that raising a child consists of much more than feeding, clothing, and sheltering it. That's maintaining one. To raise one, you need a return of the parental coalition of the father and the mother to put the proper values into the child. Many of our boys, when we raise them alone, they grow up with the female emotional mechanism. They are suspicious, they are doubtful, they're disrespectful of womanhood, they're bitchy, they can't make a decision. And many of our girls who grow up in a home where there's no man present, they go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have any idea how to live with a man day to day, how to prepare a proper meal, how to be a mother, how to just be in love in the home. Most of what our people and our children especially have learned about how you have a relationship, they learned off of television. And television doesn't represent our needs. And so a lot of the confusion has come, you know, from outside agencies that we have not recognized just how detrimental it has been to us as a people.
Man, y'all know I've been saying this same thing for the longest, man. Like, us as people, black people, men and women, we need to get that shit together, man. Don't you know our kids mimic what they see? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be a strong, independent black woman, but it ain't complete without a man. And the same thing for a man. Like, a man can have all the money he want and power, man. You ain't shit, man, if you ain't got that woman beside you, man. We all know this. But if you striving to be this independent person and you want your own house, I got my own car, I got my own, and you accomplish that, who's supposed to give you kudos for that? Like, if you start out to be this independent person and I don't know who, you know, whatever, and that's what you do and you accomplish that, who's supposed to give you kudos for that? Like, you got people that literally set out to be independent just to say I. That's crazy as fuck to me, man. That's crazy. And we the only ones that do it. I'm not saying not other nationalities don't have relationship problems, but mainly us, man. Like, in other nationalities, you see the woman being respectful and submissive to the man. And you see the man being a man to the woman. That's why I say we both got it fucked up. I ain't got time to point no fingers. I ain't finna do that with you. I'm too fucking grown for that. But I ain't finna sit on here capping like we don't have an issue. I ain't finna do that neither. So if you can't look yourself in the mirror and be 100 with yourself, then what you want me to do? But you ain't finna tell me that this is the narrative of how we supposed to be. Okay, it's okay to be independent and do your thing. But we need to learn a woman need to be a woman and a man need to be a man. We don't need a woman who want to be a man and a woman. We don't need that. We don't need men being hoish and doing this and that. We all messed up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And I'm going to tell you another thing. It's hard to love a person when they've been independent for so long. I'm telling you, when you do something for so long, same as the narrative of black relationships don't work. When you see that for so long and do that for so long, it becomes your reality. If you don't understand that, understand this. When a person be single for so long, it's hard to love them, man. It's hard for them to come from, now I got to share the bathroom when I've been by myself for the last 2-3 years. Now I got to share the refrigerator. I mean, the smallest things. It's hard for a person to come back from that when that's what they used to. Especially a person that don't want to give up the I for the we or the I for the us. That's crazy. We can't have nothing together because everybody wanted to be theirs. Everybody wanted to say I. Come on, man. So I agree with what she was saying in the video, and it goes both ways. But at the end of the day, man, you know, don't end up 55 years old and you realize really what's going on. I understand a lot of y'all might be lost because we don't control nothing. We don't control the media. We don't control TV. We don't control nothing that sets the perception of this is how black men is and this is how black women are. We don't control that. The love and hip hop, how these motherfuckers be fighting on there, going crazy. Like, y'all don't understand. The rest of the world, that's all they see and know of black people. They think that's how we act. But who putting that shit out there? Who put it in the music? Who put it on TV? It's a lot of emasculating things that's going on with your black men or men in general that you don't even have a clue with, man. Like, people don't understand how their subconscious work. And these people play all these kind of games on us, but we don't understand that. All I'm saying is, man, I seen my mama with 3 men my whole life. One was my daddy, one was another friend, and one is the guy she married that she's still with today. But those are different times then. And I know relationships ain't easy, but it's getting worse, man. So I do agree with her, man. I do agree that we all need to step it up. Men need to step it up. Women need to step it up. Women, we need y'all. We don't need y'all to bash us. As a black man, I'm going to tell y'all something. We are the most hated motherfucking people on earth. A black man. Everybody hates a black man. Think about it. Every race, our own race hate us. We hate each other. But this is self-taught. Again, we don't control the narrative. We don't show peace, love. We don't show, families on TV like the Huxtables. Everything that's black on TV or just period is chaos. So that's what we think we do. That's what we think it is. Like I tell y'all, everything you see on TV of black people don't represent us as a whole. But this is the perception that's put out there on a broad level. Every black man ain't bad, man. Every black woman ain't bad, man. We just got to change the narrative. And I know somebody gonna say something negative about this, even though I'm trying to uplift us as a whole, as a unit. But that's the negative shit that I be talking about. Because when the bitch don't know no better, they can't do no better. But for those who understand where I'm coming from, this is what I mean by we need to come together as a unit. We need to help each other. We don't need to bash black men. We don't need to bash black women. We don't. We need to get a collective community of, just positive relationships, period. There's so many challenges and dumbass challenges, and let's do a challenge was black love, couples, families. How many black families have you seen as a challenge or just as a community? You don't. So to be honest with you ladies, even black men don't know what a black man is. If you ask 10 women what their perception of a black man is, you're gonna get 10 different answers. It's up to us to change that shit though. Include me, include all of us. All I'm saying is we got daughters and sons, and when you get a certain age, man, you just know better. Because if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't probably be in the situation I'm in. And a lot of us wouldn't be. So it ain't just me. All I'm saying, man, let's get that shit together, man. I'm out.
Yeah, hey, this is boy Papa Duck, y'all already know my nigga. Shape on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex,